Forsaken is what Transit should have been. Forsaken is the most imaginative and most creative map to exist in Cold War Zombies, and honestly added innovations that I didn't think I even needed. They added an amazing new perk, and they added an amazing new wonder weapon. The map is almost perfect. It finished what Transit set out to do, create a new zombies experience. Unlike that crappy mode called Outbreak. I believe that Forsaken is the best map in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Welcome back to my channel, and wow, has it been so long since I've done a retrospective video. However, a lot of stuff has been going on in my life. I plan to redo the Firebase retrospective, and I plan to do the D Machine retrospective, and then go back to Black Ops 4 Zombies. I will even go through all the gunfight onslaught maps. But first, if you want to see this type of content, you have to press that big, juicy, spicy, hot red subscribe button. If I get 4 likes on this video, 4 likes, I will make another retrospective video. Anyways, let's hop straight into the video. One of Black Ops Cold War's biggest complaints isn't the gameplay, but rather the almost non-existent personality of these maps. This is a huge flaw within Cold War Zombies. However, this map, Forsaken, almost single-handedly solves this problem with the 80s. It created an environment that was for the most part spectacular and set the mood for the map perfectly. The main reason why the personality in this map feels closer to that of Ancient Evil than the boring, sloppy Firebase Z is the small details that they add to the map. The overall atmosphere and color tone of the map has changed it to be one akin to that of the Dark Ether and the 1980s. The color set has changed from a boring color palette to a fascinating blue and purple color set mainly seen within the Dark Ether. The map has many more neon colors and really represents the 80s feel. This is well contrasted by the realistic staging area where you start off in, and the portal going into the map really does give it that alternate universe feel. However, it's very well done and very well contrasted with the realistic outside setting. And outside, it's pitch dark. Just kidding, it's not. It ain't none of that crappy map design. It's actually a nice type of dark night. It really looks nice, and I really love the vibe of the outside area. It gives a dark blue color theme, and it really adds to the flavor of the map, and really adds a lot of personality, if I may say so. However, not as much personality as the 2 inner cities that you go to. As you head further in, you'll find 2 places that have an 80s vibe, with lots of neon colors and lots of cool buildings. Some of them aren't really necessary, but I'll get into that later in the map setup and map layout. Anyways, these 2 inner cities are almost perfect places. The bunker is another place within it, and the bunker at first seems realistic. However, as you go through the long corridors and you finally open the first door, you are met with a show of lights and pipes. It's pink lights, very neon, like very realistic. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's not realistic, but very similar to that of the 80s vibe, yet not 80s. It's out of this world. Anyways, the room looks out of this world, and I mean that in both senses. Another touch I love is the particle accelerator brought back in the machine. It really has a big presence within the map. However, I wish it wasn't so tucked away. It looks nice, and it really is a great callback to D Machine, and I just love this big particle accelerator, and it was amazing. On the other side is the office, and it's also very unique and gives it its own little touch. As you get to the observation tower, however, you are greeted with the sound of radiation and orange and white hue. It's both comforting thanks to the color, however the sound really gives you a rushed, I'd say more of a rushed feeling, and it really makes you feel like you're in danger. The map has solved the biggest problem of personality by injecting each part of the map with lots of personality, and each part having different personalities, setting each part aside and making them own unique places. That is what I love about this map. Each part is unique. Each part looks different, and each part has different personality. There are many other additions that really spice up the map, like Burger Town and the shops that lie around, waiting for someone to enter again. And the mannequins add a lot to the map. They really add a lot of personality. And also the arcade room really does spice up the map and really makes it retro-y. Anyways, you'll see a portal that looks fantastic and gives you a sense of how big the threat really is if you just look above. It's amazing. It really gives you a sense of just dread, awful dread, yet it really shows you how magnificent the Dark Ether could also look. The Dark Ether version also looks amazing, and I love how the Dark Ether was incorporated into the map. However, I wish there was just more Dark Ether things, like the jellyfish. I wish the jellyfish were there more of the time, and I wish the overall theme of the Dark Ether came back to the entire map. However, it just looks like a pipe out, like it just doesn't look as good. Honestly, I know Treyarch could do better. Otherwise, I love the Dark Ether version, and honestly, it has a really cool vibe to it, just like in the first map. However, I wish you could toggle Dark Ether version on and off just like you could in the first map. And I wish there wasn't any time limit either. Well, I mean, there isn't a time limit, it's just always Dark Ether in this map, but it really does find a great sense of wonder within this map, and I really do enjoy the Dark Ether, and overall, the personality and mood of this map is just really amazing. The Easter egg parts really play into the personality of the map, and I really do enjoy it. Amazing. I love the new Wonder Weapon and its gun variant. They're both amazing. I love it. I'm just in love with it. The pack-a-punch name is, well, we'll get back to that later, in which, I mean, we probably weren't going to get back to that, but the name is cool, and in Greek, it probably means something cool, but since I'm a lazy-ass YouTuber who only has 11 subscribers, I'm not going to do this research. Like, fuck that, my boy. But if you want to see me go through the research, maybe you could press that subscribe button. Anyways, I want to get to 50 subscribers by the end of 2022. Obviously, this is a shameless plug for my channel. Anyways, back on topic. Though, the Crystal Axe looks amazing, and it looks even better when it's Pack-a-Punch. Oh my gosh, it is the best looking Wonder Weapon, and has personality oozing from it. But it's not just the look of the Wonder Weapon that's good. The Wonder Weapon is probably the best we've gotten since. Actually, scratch that. It's the best Wonder Weapon ever. The Wonder Weapon is amazing on low rounds and still good on later rounds, yet it's balanced just like the Ray Gun Mark II. It has so many things you can do with it, such as the orbs that you can shoot and the secondary form. I mean, come on, you get 2 Wonder Weapons in one! The other one is an SMG with 420 bullets and explodes zombies once you shoot enough. Sorry. The best part is you never run out of ammo, because if you kill with one of the forms of the Crystal Axe, you get ammo for the other variant. It is balanced and amazing. I love the Crystal Axe, and it's honestly my new favorite Wonder Weapon. Except for the Ray Gun Mark II. This isn't the only Wonder Weapon on the map, but the Ray Gun also comes back, and it comes back with the Ronald Reagan Easter egg, which I'll go later into and more deeper into within the side Easter eggs. However, the Ray Gun is back and amazing, and is only made better by PhD Slider. Sliding into my next point, PhD Flopper is a phenomenal perk. I've always wanted it to come back since BO2 when we last saw it on Origins. PhD Flopper finally returns. Wait, it's not called that? Okay, well, not really, since it's called PhD Slider, since you can't flop, but come on, it's basically the same thing except better. That's right, you didn't hear me wrong. PhD Flopper has gotten better once it became PhD Slider. Well, I mean, not the last game, but you know, this game. Now, whenever you slide into a zombies, the whole vicinity just blows up. You slide for much longer distances, making slide canceling an actually good way to move around the map, just like BO3. Another amazing part that came back is whenever you fall from a big height, you do explosive damage just like you did with old PhD Flopper. However, the main part is you don't take any explosive damage. No explosive damage. I don't think I have to explain how OP this makes PhD Slider. This raised the worst weapon in the game, the Thumper, to become the best weapon. It's almost like a Wonder Weapon. These 2 new things are definitely a great addition to Cold War Zombies. Oh yeah, we also got the new perk machine for death perception, and it looks fire. Cold War Zombies gameplay is amazing, and combined with the map Forsaken, it makes for an honestly different way to play Call of Duty Zombies than we've ever had. I'm not talking about Outbreak. Outbreak sucks. I'm just kidding. Outbreak isn't as bad as people say. But the gameplay in Forsaken is quite amazing. I really do like it because it's different than most zombie maps. Most zombie maps allow you to grow stronger and stronger, and the same happens within this map. The only difference is that you can get overpowered as shit in this map. You got the wonder weapon, the Chrysalax, you got the ray gun, you got PhD slider. I love PhD slider because it also allows you to get out of corners and sticky situations by pulling out the RPG and shooting at the ground. I really love that in my opinion. However, it allows you to get overpowered, and I really do like getting overpowered because unlike being underpowered, you can always get rid of your perks, you can always get rid of your guns, you can always just stop using the Chrysalax axe form, and you can just use the SMG form, which isn't as OP as the axe form. It's just that people make themselves OP, right? You don't have to be OP. You don't have to make yourself OP. You don't have to use all the perks. You could only use 4 perks if you want. But people just don't understand that you don't have to be as strong as the game can make you. And that's something I don't understand why people always hate about on Cold War. They say it's so easy. Yeah, I'd rather like it easy than a fucking hard-ass game, because if it's easy, you could always make it hard. If it's hard, you can't make it easy. Let's be real, guys. Another thing I love that, well, it's been in Black Ops 4 and within all of Cold War, yeah, I'm still gonna bring this out, is I love that the mystery box has all the DLC weapons. Unlike past Black Ops games, it's just, wow, I love it so much. I mean, come on, guys, if you don't like getting DLC weapons out of the box on every single map, then what are you even thinking about? Right, like, I remember in Black Ops 3, I really loved the marshals from Zetsubo and Oshima. I just didn't want to go through the big, tedious process of setting up Pack-a-Punch, turning on power from all those 2 locations, and it just sucked. I don't like setting up on that map. Yeah, I really love the marshals. Sucks. I just never used the marshals because it just wasn't worth getting. I'm sorry if my computer's too loud. Yeah, it's not best. Anyways, so I love that these new things come to this map and all the Cold War gameplay elements come to this map. But another thing I really do love is this new mini boss, the Abomination. I'm just gonna call it the fucking Margwa 2.0 because that's what it really is, the Margwa 2.0. And everyone loves the Margwa. It has a head, it has a weak point, and it has a tough body that you can basically not kill. And I love it. And the Chrysalax is very strong against this boss, and I love it. I really love this new addition to the map, and I love how it brings all the mini bosses together and all the dog types together. It really makes it feel like a Revelations game if Outbreak didn't exist. Yeah, but I really love how all the zombies come together in one final showdown. And while sure, it doesn't have as great an impact as it does in Revelations or when you see the Keepers in Zetsubo and Oshima, it's still a nice addition to the map, and I truly do enjoy it. And I really am grateful to Treyarch for actually allowing us to see all the boss fights at once, all the mini bosses at once. Yeah, honestly, the gameplay was really nice. I really love the gameplay because there's multiple places where you can train, and there's multiple places where you can camp, and there's many ways you can play the game over and over again. It was fun for high rounds, and I don't know, I loved it. This map was a banger, and I really did enjoy it, and everything about this map just makes it that much better. Map setup and layout are different from any other Call of Duty Zombies map. The map is spread into 5 parts. There's the staging area, Amy Town, Main Street, the basement, and the observation tower. Start out in the staging area and you might notice that the rounds are going really fast, just like a no man's land. You activate the teleporter and you go to the next area after you wait there for 30 seconds, and by the time you get to the next area, which is called Main Street, it's probably already been round 4. In this area you can catch your breath and things seem to be fine until you see that there's a horde of zombies that have spawned right behind you. Luckily, the street is a great place to train. There are many buildings you could go inside, which makes the map seem more lively than it actually is. Then you could go through one of the 2 buildings and go up until you reach the teleporter. Then you can teleport to Amy Town, and Amy Town is amazing. You're on the rooftop of Amy Town, and you'll find a videotape building right below you, and you'll also find an arcade in that same area. You can go down and go through the town, or you could go through the rooftops, which is actually really cool. I really love that you can go through the rooftops, and it ultimately leads you to the same place, leads to the same place as if you go through the bottom area. But you'll be led to the next the fucking teleport. Damn it, can I speak? You'll be led to the next teleporter, but it will be broken. You will have to go to the computer store, the videotape store, the theater, and Burger Town. In each of these areas, you can find a part to fix the teleporter. This is a great part of the map setup because it makes you move through all parts of the map and allows you to visit everything that Trevor is creating. My only issue with this is it makes one path more relevant than the other because going through the rooftop, there's no pieces to be found. I wish they added a 5th piece on the roof to make it an actual good way to get through the map. However, there just isn't a piece there. So normally you'll just go through the bottom way because that's where all the pieces are. But sorry, anyways, it's a nice layout and I really do like the layout of this area. And yeah, it's just amazing. I like it. And there's also a bar, and if you want to go to the second part of the street, you have to travel through either the theater or the computer store when you go to the other area. The roadblock never goes away, and I really wish that it went away once you turn on power, or if there's an Easter egg, and I would just get rid of this roadblock. It just sucks, man. Just get rid of it, honestly. Otherwise, the layout of Amy Town is perfect. Finally, you reach the basement. At first, it seems normal until you open up the door to the generator. You'll find the whole place glowing. And it will look a lot different than the other places you've gone to before. It has a mystical appeal to it and looks otherworldly. You'll go through and see what Omega Group has been working on and all the magnificent tools and weapons they've been creating. If you go through the right area, you'll see a similar collider to that of the first map. Anyways, you then make your way to the portal, and as soon as you get there, a new creature hops on through. It's the new boss called the Abomination. You fight it, and once you take it down, you finally get to the observation tower. You then rush to the power button, and everything turns on. You won't see a single zombie in sight. However, there will be a radiation sound, and you will soon find out if you stay there for too long, you will die from radiation. This area leads to every single part of the map. Every single part can also get back there, either from a zipline or a portal. This is a nice place that serves as a great transportation between areas. All the parts of the map connect perfectly and feel natural to progress through. The map setup and layout are unique and connect very well. And honestly, I really love it. And another thing that people say is, oh yeah, the map layout sucks for Forsaken, but it doesn't suck. It's just different than most zombies maps. It's like 5 maps put together. And I'm not talking about fucking Duranfong, because Duranfong fucking sucks ass. That shit sucks. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hate on Duranfong fans. But there's none of them. Let's be real. Anyways, it flows seamlessly, and I really do enjoy going through part through part through part. And each part is so unique. It's honestly nice to go through and refreshing to go through each one. And training through different areas. And it's easy to do this. Anyways, moving on to my next point, which is story. The story is good, yet we have no connection to the characters, and honestly, I really don't give a flying fuck if my characters die, or what happens to Max's, or whatever happens to Weaver. However, if you do connect to these characters, and the side characters that talk to you, then you'll most certainly enjoy the story, but not as much as me, and definitely not as much as I enjoy Black Ops 3, or Black Ops 4 zombies, or even Black Ops 2 zombies for that matter. The story is that Omega Group has brought back Zykov, but no one really gives a fuck about if you read the files on him, and honestly, no one cares about him. No one even knows who fucking Zykov is, but if you do read the fucking files, then oh yeah, Zykov, really cool, he's been there the whole time, whatever, I don't care. Zykov was actually in the Forsaken, and was actually the Forsaken, and wow, what a banger. So cool. Totally not predictable. He had gained all his power from eating the other Dark Ether gods and became one himself. Dr. William Peck and Thick Boy Kravchenko opened the Dark Ether to the Forsaken, thinking it was Zykov. They are then overrun by zombies and barely manage to escape. On the other side, you watch as this unravels and you see some man teleport there to fight the Dark Ether creature. I will tell the rest of the story after the Easter egg, but the story is pretty good. However, it just lacks personal connection. The same personal connection I felt with... Sorry, that one was right there. The same personal connection I felt with the Primus crew. The same type of connection I felt with Dempsey on the Rising Guys when he was saying goodbye to himself. The type of feelings I felt on Blood of the Dead when Rick Toppin was left alone. It doesn't have this personal connection to me, and honestly, it doesn't make me cry. It doesn't make me feel that much emotion. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good, but it's just not to the level I expect from Call of Duty Zombies, especially from a Black Ops game. The cutscenes are amazing, and the story's fine. The story's solid. I like it. It's like a 6 out of 10. It's solid. The Easter egg was simple, but not in a good way. Sure, I hate the tedious parts of past Easter eggs, such as Garrod Krovi's getting the 6 fucking trophies around the map. That shit was bullshit, and it's sick. Whatever. I'm just not even gonna talk about Garrod Krovi Easter egg. Yeah, but it's just not much, man. A speed run shouldn't take 15 fucking minutes to do an Easter egg. I mean, come on. I'm not a speedrunner, but damn, the Easter egg is so fucking small. It took me like fucking 20 minutes to do the Easter egg. The steps are, for the most part, good. However, there just isn't enough of the Easter egg. Just why, Trev? Just why? I don't even like big Easter eggs, yet this one was so small, I didn't even think I did an Easter egg by the time I was finished. Anyways, the Easter egg starts by turning on power, and then turning on the red button in the observation tower. We get a good animated cutscene, unlike last game, Talker Totem, or Alpha Omega. Anyways, the cutscene is fine, and it really sets up the stage for what is going to happen. Then, you have to acquire the Crystal Axe, and then you can begin the Easter egg. The first stage is a holdout when turning on the fuel tank, which is fun, but really nothing much. It's pretty easy. The next stage is getting the housing unit, which fucking sucks. It glitches half the time, so it takes you so long to do this step, and I absolutely hate waiting for the abomination to spawn. It just sucks. Come on, Treg, just make this step easier. The final of the 3 steps in creating the machine is electrifying one of the arcade games with dead wire and using the RCXD in order to blast the piece up and then pick it up. I wish there would have been a bigger time limit, and then we would have had like to navigate through the school maze or something. But whatever, fine. It's fine. They don't add cool Easter eggs like the Easter. Anyways, it's fine. After you do this, get the Crystal Axe and shoot the orbs, which is an okay step. And then once you shoot all the orbs, well, you just cut down the little crystal area. The only complaint I have with this is the orbs go so fucking fast. Gosh damn, boy, I am not good at this game. Please, I have bad aim. It took me forever to shoot these things down. Whatever. I just kept on firing them up, whatever. And I got past it, and then cut down the crystal, and then an abomination spawns. Finally, Treyarch, thank you for actually listening. Spawn the abomination when you need it in the Easter egg. Please don't make me wait 5 rounds like the other Easter egg parts. Whatever, they fixed it. It's fine. They added specific stuff, but it's fine. And then you get the little thing, and you feed the rock to the abomination, and it sculpts it. It's pretty cute and funny. I really do enjoy it. And then you kill it, and then you pick up an energy source. And then you gotta do this 3 times. You gotta kill the abomination and feed it 3 fucking times. It's fine. I like it. Whatever. You have to do this in the amplifier, the staging area, and the storage zone 5 underneath it. After you do this, you build a machine and you slowly move to the dark ether area that was once what would you say? Once contrived. No, just kidding. That was once blocked by the pile of rubbish. Pile of rubbish. Ha, lol. Anyways, once you get past this area, it's pretty fun. You go through it, you survive, and then it's like an escort mission, except for you have to put in fuel so you can't find shooting the crystals. And before, you could get stuck halfway through because you didn't have enough fuel, but it got fixed, luckily. And then you just go to the end, and you finally get to the last area, right where the new door is. And once you get there, bam, everything opens up. Well, you can't go back to the past area. And then you're given Pack-a-Punch, you're given all the stuff to level up and to get all your gear ready for the next area, which is the boss fight. Honestly though, the Easter egg sucks. I'm not even gonna cap, it sucks. And it hurts me to say this, but it's bad, man. It's too short. It's too short. I never say this about Easter eggs. I've never once said this about an Easter egg, that it's too short. This is literally the only Easter egg I've said it's too short. And the content within it isn't bad. It's pretty good. It's decent. It's just, I know you could do better, JR. And honestly, you sort of let the fanbase down on this one. Anyways, let's go to the boss fight. The boss fight, on the other hand, is a certified banger for the boys. It's amazing and straightforward, and it's simple, but not in a bad way. You feed Samantha souls, and she charges up these cannons. I mean, it doesn't take much to feed her, and she takes in like manglers and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then you have to take off the crystals, which serve as armor with your gun. You have to like take them off and shoot the parts, the crystals off the Forsaken. Ooh. You have to shoot it off the Forsaken, and then once you shoot the purple crystals off him, it turns red. And there's 5 body areas where you can shoot him. But first you shoot shoulders, then chest, then head. And then once you shoot all these pieces, you get onto the little turret and you turn it on after feeding Samantha the souls and just blast away. Now once you shoot off the first 2 arms, you then get a cutscene. You're teleported to a black area. And then you'll look around and you see your whole entire squad killed. Weaver. And the rest of the nameless people I don't really give 2 fucks about. Just all dead laying around on that wall. And it's sad to see. And he says, do you really want to see this future? And then Samantha's like, no, I'll bring you back. She brings you back. It's pretty cool. She brings you back. Bam, you're back. And then you finish off the Forsaken. But first, it brings up some pretty cool powers like Frost Blast, Energy Mine, except for Energy Mine, it's like one little boosh called boosh. And it destroys everything. And then he has these little electric fields, electric mines going around. They're pretty cool moves. I like them all. And then he uses all the effects from the old Ether Gods, and it's just really good setup for a really crappy game called Vanguard Zombies. I'm sorry, I'm attacking Vanguard Zombies too much. Yeah, the attacks are really cool and they're nice, and each one has their own weaknesses. The electricity bolt can be shot down. The single blast kill can just be avoided if you see it in advance, unlike me. And then the last one is, well, what was it? The Frost Blast, which you can just avoid. It's just an area of attack. And it spawns a lot of other creatures, all the other bosses you've seen before. I don't mean like the big bosses, I mean like the Tranzit Soldats and Manglers and the little fucking witches that fly in the sky. And it's pretty cool. I like seeing all these zombies coming back, and it's really fun. The attacks are cool, the boss is fun to play against. And it was an amazing boss fight. I really loved it. And it's one, if not the best boss fights in the round-based maps. Okay, yeah, it is the best round-based zombies boss fight in Cold War Zombies. Let's be real. And let's get on to the next portion of this video. The Forsaken is finally defeated. You destroy it, and then right before you destroy it, he says, I'm gonna wipe you out, and he basically kills you, and you're downed, and in the whole world, there's outbreak zones happening everywhere, and the Samantha's like, no, and she risks her life and sacrifices it for the great or good of humanity. And she says, I am a good human. And honestly, it works very well with her character development, with the PTSD and stuff. But nobody really cares about that stuff because honestly, no one even heard of it. Come on, guys. Like, you guys have to put this into the actual game, not into audio voice reels that just suck ass. Do it how Extinction did at least. Honestly, whatever. I'm so salty about that, but it leaves with a good cliffhanger. Then Samantha locks it up into this little orb, which represents Sophia from Garad Kurobi, which is really cool. I really like that. And then you finally bring that back home, but you're not sure whether Samantha will stay in the Dark Ether and will be able to keep it there for much longer. What will happen with Samantha when she comes back from the Dark Ether, if she ever does? Will the Forsaken ever escape? It's really cool. And then you get back home, and just like the Forsaken said, all your friends are captured and killed. Even you are as soon as you land with Raptor 1. You guys are all gotten rid of. Everything went according to plan. Everything went according to Eddie Max's plan. He was the director. Isn't that pretty cool, guys? No? Everyone sort of knew that? Okay. I think I'm missing something other than the 1,000 audio reels that I haven't listened to. But it's a really cool moment seeing Eddie Richtofen come back to the story. It's amazing. I love Richtofen. Wow. Anyways, well, I mean, technically, you know what? Whatever. And then we get through this. It's a really cool cutscene, and once you get through it, bam, you teleport to the next area, and then you set into the future. A few, what is it, years ago? Later? I forgot. Then you see a hooded man talk to this, well, Japanese dude, and then in the subtitles it says, "Fucking Peck!" The subtitles ruined the shit for it. Dude, it's supposed to be a fucking surprise that oh shit, it's Mr. Peck. And then when they reveal it's Mr. Peck, oh wow, it's not like we already knew because the fucking subtitles said whatever. I'm so salty from that. Jeez. I mean, it's a good cutscene, just get rid of the fucking subtitles saying it's Dr. Peck. Whatever. Dr. William Peck makes a cool appearance and says, yeah, me and my friends are gonna meet up in Japanese island. It's probably just a simple in Hiroshima to be realistic, but it's so cool to set up for the new game. It feels like there'll be new characters, new main characters, and I feel like these new main characters, we're actually going to be able to play as Dr. William Peck, Kravchenko, and all the other Russian people that were talking to us before. Those will be the people we play with. Oh, imagine how cool that'll be. It's setting up for that. That'll be so cool. I mean, Dr. William Peck was a pretty cool character. And Kravchenko, oh my gosh. Characters return. Anyways, it was great. I love the conclusion. And it just sets up a really good story for the next game. And honestly, it's the best cliffhanger yet. Then again, it's not really competing with much. With the Origins ending and Revelations ending. Oh boy, those are bad endings, man. Yeah, and the non-animated fucking Black Ops 4 Talk to Toten ending. Yeah, it was a good ending for Call of Duty Zombies, and I really did enjoy it, and it really brings up a lot of questions. I loved it. It was what a cliffhanger should be. Anyways, let's get over to what I thought about the map in general. My conclusion. Well, I think I've been leading up to this the whole time. I love this map. It's amazing. This map's amazing. Honestly, if it were up to me, it's one of my favorite maps of all time. Okay, I know you guys are getting mad. But calm down. I know you guys think Cold War sucks and everything, but I really did enjoy the gameplay of Cold War. And I've played it more than any other Call of Duty Zombies game. And I played Black Ops 3 a lot. I fucking did the Rise Strike, Easter egg at least 20 times. And I'm not even capping about that shit. I did it so much. Anyways, Forsaken was a great map. I really did enjoy it. It had a really good personality and mood to it, which is something many Cold War Zombies maps actually lacked. And this confiscated with it by actually bringing a lot of personality to the map. I love the Wonder Weapon. The Crystal Axe is amazing. And I always loved PhD Flopper coming back. I mean, technically PhD Slider, but we're just gonna let that slide, alright? I love being able to use explosive weapons without getting hurt. It's amazing. The gameplay was amazing. There are many different things you could do. You could camp, you could train, you could go high rounds, you could do Easter egg speedruns. It's fun. It's all fun for the family. Setting up is easy. The layout is nice. It's different than any other map per se. It's not like by general zombie standards a great layout, but to me, I really enjoyed it because it was different than any other map. You're not gonna see a map like this except Tranzit, because Tranzit is basically the same thing as this, except for this one was executed well. The story was amazing compared to the other Cold War Zombies maps, but still not as good as some of the classics like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. Now, another great thing about this game was the side Easter eggs. I love the side Easter eggs. They're fun. They're worth doing. Unlike some of the other previous Cold War Zombies round-based maps, the Machine, Firebase C, but it was fun. I liked it. The Easter egg was unfulfilling to say the least. It just didn't feel my appetite. The boss fight was amazing. I really did love the boss fight, and the cliffhanger was amazing. I'm actually going to talk about what the next Treyarch game might actually look like. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really do love you guys, and I really love the support you guys bring to the channel. Thank you so much. I've been having a tough year. It's just a lot of classes. I've been busy, and so I'm sorry I've had such a sketchy upload session. But thank you guys so much for being with me. I know it's probably only like 5 of you that are actually with me, but thank you so much. I really do enjoy you guys, and I really do wish you guys have a good day, and see you in the next video. Peace!